Okay, this is Shen, and long time no see. We're gonna start the FEM part of the lab. So first we're gonna start with the CAD model, and we have provided this CAD model on web course. So you can download this on web course. I believe it's in this folder, model for FEM. And after you download this file, it's a zip file, so you can extract. Um, Keep in mind you have to extract all the files under the same folder. So you should have all the parts and the assembly uh, under the same folder. Otherwise, you will have some weird error. Okay, so first you're gonna um, open the assembly file. Okay, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some modification on the idealized part. So we will create a middle face. The, we will create a middle face which is between these two faces, and we will build the 2D mesh based on this middle face. Then we will mesh the two blades. So you can see I have removed some parts from the CAD model. We don't need them. So then in the fan, we will create the mesh. Okay, so we will start from the, we can start from the blank file I just gave you. Okay, so um, it's here. So first, let's open the assembly part. Okay. All right. So here we have the fully assembled color and simplified. So the first thing we want to do is press start and go into advanced simulation. Now here we will actually right click on the dot part file, start a new fan and the simulation. Alright, now we will just click OK and another OK. Alright, now after that we will enter the same part. So we want to go to have a look here. We have the PRT, which is your assembly. Then we have the fan, the same. And here's your idealized part. So we will start doing modification on the idealized part. Okay, and the fan is actually based on the idealized part instead of the assembly part. So let's go to the fan first. And then once you enter the idealized part, you will have this warning. Okay? Basically, it says if you want to change anything, you have to um, do something. Okay. So here you can see this whole piece. Okay. The first thing is we actually need to promote. Okay. We will use promote command to separate uh, the individual files, individual parts from the whole assembly. So let's click promote. Then we want to promote the uh, these two handles, so we can create the middle face based on these two handles. Okay. So we will pick these two and click OK. Now the next is to create the middle face. So here's the command. You have to expand this menu, the middle surface by face pair. Okay. Now we want to select a solid body. And here's why you have to use promote first. You can see I cannot select the pre, let's say unpromoted um, solid. I can only select these two. So that's why you want to start with the promote. Okay, let's select one handle first. And here the strategy, you want to choose progressive. Okay, so once you selected the body, you can click this button. It will automatically generate a middle surface. So let's, since I'm gonna do the next one, so we can click apply. Then we can choose this and do this again. Now we can click OK. Alright, so we cannot really see what happened, and let's go back to the fan. Okay. Now here, as usual, we can open the polygon geometry, and you can see we have two different icons here. These two are the middle surface we just created. We can hide everything, and you can basically see the difference between the middle face and the solid. Okay. So we're gonna create 2D mesh for the handle because it's a sheet metal part. All right. So also it's a good habit to rename all your polygon bodies. Uh, since we only have 7 here, it's not that complicated. If you have 70 parts, you want to rename them so you can find your part. I don't need that solid handle, so you just leave that alone. Alright, that's the bottom. And we have 2 middle face, really not many parts here. So we're gonna deal with this middle face, the middle face surface first. As you can see, it's not a continuous surface. It has a lot of small surfaces. So the first thing we need to do is to merge the face. So we have the command here, merge face. Okay. Otherwise, you're gonna when you create the 2D mesh, you will have a lot of small pieces. All right. So the face merge, we want to use the second icon here. Okay. So after you choose the second icon, you can box select everything. And before that, you want to make sure you only show one sheet here. Okay, you can hide. You need to hide everything else. Okay, apply. Now you can see this is a continuous surface. Okay. Then we can hide this one and show the other one. Now we will do the same for the right part. Okay. Now, so the next is to create the mesh. Okay, we have 2D mesh and 3D mesh. Now let's start from the 2D mesh. Okay, and we want to use 2D mesh. Yeah, just 2D mesh. Okay, and the element type will be quad 4. And as you know, we don't want to use the linear triangle, which is not very good for 2D mesh. So we will use quad. Linear is enough. So quad 4, and the element size will be 0.1 inch. Okay, so auto creation was fine. And first piece, apply. Okay, and here you can see some red elements, and it says it violated some say in X, and those are the elements that maybe let's do this for this part line, and remember this one. Okay. Those are the elements that's not let's say not square enough. As you can see, the angle here is a very big angle, and for quad 4 elements, if this angle is too big, if this angle is close to flat, um, it will violate some um, threshold in X, so it will not be ideal for simulation. But for our application, it's fine, and Dr. Zada said it's fine, so don't ask me about that. And that's all for the 2D mesh. We have the 2D collector. Okay? So if you like, you can put them two mesh under the same uh, small the sub collector. Okay, and I'm gonna do that because they're gonna have the same thickness and the same material, so we can put them under the same this element type. And if you like, you can rename this and handle just in case for bigger model you will have other 2D mesh, you can distinguish them. Alright, and some people would like to change the color of the mesh. So maybe we can choose that to pink, which is not a good idea. So anyway, you got the idea. So we have the handle, and the next step will be the 3D mesh. So we can hide everything we have, and let's show the top and the bottom. So basically, we can mesh them all together because uh, there's no big difference between. So we will use 3D tetra mesh, okay, the first one on the list. And here I'm not very sure what Data wants, uh, the linear or parabolic tetra. So we will go for the parabolic tetra first. And the size will be 0.1 inch. And here in the mid node method, we will change that to curved. Okay, so this setting is temporary. Maybe we will change this in the next week. Just keep that in mind. All right, now we have done all the setting here. We can select the first solid, then just click apply. It takes a while to mesh, so there's also some violation. Just don't worry about that. Okay, then we can click the second one, and you can click apply again, or you can just click OK. All right, and you don't want to mesh them. You don't want to select the two bodies in mesh. They will become one piece. Okay, so here we have two individual pieces of 3D mesh. Okay, and I can drag the second one under the same the solid, same subcollector. Then I'm gonna rename as well blades maybe. Actually, I think it's better to separate. Oops. And they will have different colors. Okay. So maybe red for the top and some other color for the bottom. Okay, so this is I think it's pretty short for this lab, and that's all we need to do for this lab. So we first did the start the sim and fan from the assembly file. Then we modified the idealized parts. We promoted two handles. Then we create two middle surface based on the solid body. So then we come to the fan. We created 2D mesh based on the middle surface of the handle. Then we created a 3D mesh based on the 3D parabolic. So that's all for today, and we will continue doing fan for the next week. Next week we will create some spiders and connect them together. All right. Thank you very much.